UFC number 311 is officially done and dusted. The first UFC pay-per-view card of the year 2025. Guys, I want you guys to leave a comment and let me know what you think about this card. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So where do I start from? Let's start from the main event. Islam Makhachev taking on Moicano. Guys, what can you say about Islam Makhachev? I could talk about Islam Makhachev all day long. That guy is just as good as advertised. Islam Makhachev is the #1 pound for pound on the planet. MMA, full stop. That guy is good everywhere. The guy is just good everywhere. And he's humble, disciplined. What else could you ask for a champion guy? What else could you ask for? Moicano is a game guy, obviously. He's been on a 4-fight winning streak. He came with a lot of hype. He wasn't afraid to fight him. Immediately when the bell rang, Moicano was good to go. He came and he was willing to risk everything. But he's fighting the #1 pound for pound, unfortunately. Islam Makhachev is just that good. I don't have anything else to say about the guy. He basically controlled the fight and won the fight pretty easily, guys. Pretty easily with a dash choke in the first round. Fair play to the champion, and I can't wait to see what's next for him. This brings me to the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili taking on Umar Nurmagomedov. That name, Nurmagomedov, whenever you hear that name, great fighter. Habib's camp. What else can you see about Umar Nurmagomedov? He came as a game player. Let's not lie. The first 2 rounds was for Umar, but the last 3 rounds is obviously always going to be for Merab. Merab is a machine and a half. That guy never stops going and going and going and going and going and going, guys. Merab is an absolute machine. That is his weapon. He weaponizes pace. That is how he fights. It makes his opponents tired, no matter how skillful you are. Umar is obviously more technical, in my opinion, more well-rounded than Merab Dvalishvili. But I'm going to have to tell you that doesn't matter if you have a game plan and you know exactly what you're doing, like Merab, and you know how to weaponize pace for 5 rounds. Don't get tired. You bring it and make your opponent tired. That was exactly what he did in the last 3 rounds. And he was having fun as well. That guy is a bit of a madman. I love Merab Dvalishvili. Really, I actually like that guy. He's a bit of a madman, man. Umar Nurmagomedov, nothing to be ashamed about. You lost. Your first loss is against Merab. You're going to be back stronger. Nothing to be ashamed about. Go back to the training board. He's going to be a future champion no matter what happens, I think. Umar is a future champion, regardless. Fair play to Merab. I can't wait to see what's next for him. Sky's the limit for the guy. He still has that belt. First defense. Let's see what happened in the second one. This brings me on to my favorite fight of the night. Even before the fight happened, everybody knew what to expect in this fight. Jiří Procházka taking on Jamahal Hill, guys. Light heavyweight division. Guys, these 2 boys brought it, man. These 2 boys brought it right from the first bell. Jiří Procházka almost finished Jamahal Hill in the first round. Jamahal Hill, a tough SOB, came back in the second round like nothing happened. Man, I said something in my picks. I said Jiří Procházka needed to work on one thing, and he did. He is working on his defense. Once that guy can work on his defense, man, it's going to be really hard to beat him because he's dynamic, very unorthodox. The way he fights, man. Jiří Procházka is fun to watch. He just needs to work on his defense, and that was exactly what he did. He showed glimpses of working on his defense in this fight. I think that was what won him this fight. 3rd round, he came and then finished Jamahal Hill. Fair play to the man. He finished him. Jamahal Hill, a tough SOB. He had enough. He just had enough. Jiří Procházka did what he had to do, and the guy is back on top. Actually, in the UFC, the only person that has bet Jiří Procházka is Alex Pereira twice. He bet him twice, and that's it. Jiří Procházka has bet everybody else, if you actually think about it, in the UFC. And he wants Alex Pereira one more time. But Alex Pereira has to fight Ankalaev. This is a story for another day. I'm sure Jiří Procházka might be the backup, and he's going to be waiting for the opportunity to fight for the belt again. Great job, the 2 guys. Nothing to be ashamed about. Jamahal Hill, back to the drawing board. Can't wait to see you fight again. And for my man, Jiří Procházka, welcome back to the winning column. Jailton Almeida taking on Sergey Spivak. This was a good fight, actually, lads. I'm not going to lie to you. This was a pretty good fight. Spivak came in the first round and took down Jamahal Almeida. Ground and pounded him. Jamahal Almeida swept him at some stage, did a little bit of ground and pound, and then back and forth till eventually Jamahal Almeida grounded and pounded Sergey Spivak, and that was how she rose. Match was over in the first round. I enjoyed this fight. Two heavyweight monsters. Can't wait to see what's next for Jamahal Almeida. He wants Cyril Gane. Is he going to get that fight? I think he's going to get that fight. They're going to make that fight. Why not? Cyril Gane lost his last fight, so I don't see any reason why the guy that just won a fight can't fight the guy that lost. They're both at the top of the division. And for Spivak, let's see what happens. This heavyweight division, one punch is all they need at the end of the day. One punch. Anyone can be a champion at any day, but we have the guy, the king of the throne, Jon Jones. Hopefully, he's going to fight Thomas Aspinall this year. We'll see how that goes so they can reunite the belt. I'm hoping for that fight. Anyway, story for another day again, diverting, but that was how she rose. Fair play to Jamahal Almeida, regardless. Kevin Holland, Reinier de Ridder. Kevin Holland is one of the fan favorites, no word of a lie. Kevin Holland is a guy everybody likes. He brings the hype. He's a G, you know what I mean, Kevin Holland. But some of the things I don't like about Kevin Holland is when he gets taken down to the floor. He's too comfortable on the floor. You need to get back up. You need to be on top, not someone else on top of you. Because all these guys are good on the floor. And if someone is on top of you, all he's going to want to do is ground and pound you. But Kevin Holland is just too comfortable. He has a very good jiu-jitsu, no doubt about that. But this is not just a jiu-jitsu, man. This is MMA. You need to get back up, get your sweeps going, get your underhooks, trying to get up, whatever you got to do. But Kevin Holland, anyways, is always going to be a G. Unfortunately, tonight wasn't his night. Reinier de Ridder got the job done through a rear naked choke, and fair play to the man. One fight that I need to mention is Payton Talbott taking on Raoni Barcelos. Raoni Barcelos is a veteran. Talbott is an upcoming guy where everybody thought he was going to win this fight coming into it. That never happened. He got schooled by the vet, basically. He needs to work on his takedown defense, and whenever he's on the floor, he needs to be able to get back up. His striking is good, but he still has a lot of work to do. He's only young, so he can still do it. He can close those gaps in his grappling, no word of a lie. But if he wants to be a champ in the future, he needs to work on his takedown defense. This was a schooling for him, and I'm sure he's going to go back to the gym and drill the shit out of the ground game and the takedown defense. That's all he has to do. I still like the guy. I still think he's a prospect, but he needs to work on those. Fair play to the vet. He got the job done. At least it didn't get finished. The prospect didn't get finished. That's a big deal. Barcelos got the job done, and fair play to him. That is the fight I need to mention. I hope you guys enjoyed the fight. UFC 311 now wrapped up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to do that. It's for free, and I'm going to see you guys at the next video. Take care.